just about to start the stream. 3, 2, 1. Hello, welcome to the MACKEM, CABBIE and Davey show. A little bit earlier.
Hello, everybody.
A little bit earlier than planned, as I've got to go and pick my son up today, if anybody's wondering. So, Davey, how you been?
Right, champion son.
Good.
Ready for the next episode on Wednesday?
They're coming thick and fast, aren't they? And then, of course, there's that the dreaded international break again.
Aye.
Oh, dear me. I wish that's got to be the last international break, hasn't it, Davey, for the...
March.
Oh, thank God for that.
No. We'll be promoted by them, won't we?
Do you know, I didn't mind watching the old England games and stuff, but now they're just coming too thick and fast, man. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, give it away.
I just watch the tournament football, like...
Aye.
European Championships and World Cup, they can have the rest for me.
Aye. I know. David Joblin's in the chat. He says, next 2 games, 6 points, and he's also said, good evening. So, Dave, we'll go straight on and start chatting about the QPR game. What did you think of that?
It was disappointing. Like, we started lethargic, didn't we?
We did.
Started sloppy. It gave them the initiative to give them an extra 10, 20%, didn't it? Well, if we'd started fast and hard, I think we might have blew them away, but we started lethargic, and I was thinking, we didn't same up for this, like...
Yeah, I got that impression that I don't know, would you say the lads look tired?
They shouldn't have been. They had a whole week off. You would expect them come flying out the blocks, wouldn't you? But they didn't, like.
No.
It was disappointing. And then the sending off was like the end of the game, wasn't it?
Yes,
we never had an attempted goal in the last 30 minutes.
No, I mean, look, as much as QPR pressed as they did, I didn't feel threatened by them, really.
No,
poor finishing.
They can't score goals, can they?
They can't score goals, no. I mean, but before the game, I would have said disgusting for 0-0. But the way it panned out, and we played for the majority of the second half with 10 men, I think it was a good point for the lads, wasn't it?
It was a good point in the end. They've got a white Hermia up front, them, haven't they?
Aye. They have.
He kind of keep his feet on, like Reed. Keeps getting his feet muddled up. It was him who bloody job done and all.
Aye, and he soon got up and all quick, didn't he?
If we would have just let him have the ball, he would have fell over it.
I know. It's look. This is what concerns me. You know, like if we're gone for the top 2, then the bar's raised really high, and the standards are bloody high, as we all know, Dave. I mean, if we want to consolidate and keep this pressure up to be in the top 2, then Sunderland really must win their next 2 games.
Yeah.
It'll
not be easy, either.
No, it's not. And why I think Sunderland will struggle to keep the top 2 positions, and I'm not going to be sounding like Kieran Brady here, is because the once the injuries and the suspensions come in and stuff, how we're going to cope, and we keep putting these performances in like we did, like as you said, the beginning of QPR. We keep not turning up in games. Well, you can't do that when you're wanting to go for top 2, Dave.
No. And I mean, when you look at that team, the last one you want to lose for 3 games, I would say was Job.
Oh, I know that.
There's nobody else in the team or the squad can play like him.
They cannot. Billy GW says, evening lads, we can't win them all. On to Preston. Yeah, totally agree. Yeah. So that means he's got a 3-match ban, Job. So he's also on, I believe, 4 yellow cards. So does that mean if he gets another yellow card, does that mean he's on for another ban?
Another game, aye.
Likes his cards, doesn't he?
Aye, well, there's 3 of them on 4 yellows now.
Aye. Well, I mean,
Patrick, Robert, Rigg, and another one, Roberts, Rigg, and Hugh.
The thing is, though, Dave, I mean, that'll happen to every team in our mind, you know. It won't be just us.
Right.
It'll be right across the whole of the division.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, am I being negative by thinking there's some just not there to convince me that Sunderland's going to be there for long-term top two. It's just, you know, they keep putting this performance in. I know we did one better because last time we won 3, we lost away to Plymouth, but this time we didn't lose. We got a point.
Yeah.
But I didn't know, Davey. It's just we seem to keep, as you say, starting in reverse gear. It's like we didn't look like a top side. The
No.
first 20 minutes against QPR.
No. It's disappointing when you start like that. But there's not any us, you know. They're all dropping points. Look at Burnley. They're all dropping points. Middlesbrough can't win a game at the minute.
They cannot know. I mean, Leeds and Sheffield United, of course, got both a win, so they've clawed 2 points back at least.
Yeah.
Gary Hoyle, hello mate, says, evening lads. We have to look forward and put that game behind us. Okay, we're going to miss Job, but this squad is capable to adapt with these suspensions and stuff. And he's saying Preston North End, nil Sunderland 2. And of course, Preston North End are coming off a 3-1 home defeat. Their last game.
Right, there's caveats in that. Did you see the first goal they conceded?
I didn't know.
Oh, it's the most blatant handball you've ever seen in your life, ever.
Was it really?
Bloke punches it in the goal, the referee doesn't see it.
Oh, no way.
No, you'll have to try and look at it on YouTube.
I'll have a look at it.
Horrendous. Plus, another caveat of things, Preston play 3-5-2.
Yes, I believe.
Now, the last time we played a team 3-5-2 was Watford.
Aye.
And they caused us bother, didn't they, in the first half?
Well, this is where it's up to Regis Labrie to do his homework and counteract that, you know.
I don't think we'll play our usual system on Wednesday. I think he'll tweak it.
Aye, you know. SJ, hello SJ, you alright? He says, glad that Rig is back against Preston. But the problem now is teams we are facing with suspensions, Coventry and Sheffield United, up and in form from Millwall. And of course, Coventry City, they're in form at the minute. They've won their last 2. And if there's any teams that you're guaranteed to lose against, it's against the Coventry City side. We never seem to beat them at all, do we, Dave?
You're saying Coventry's in form. They were getting beat 2-0 off Luton at half time.
Aye.
And the Luton collapsed.
Oh, I hope it did.
And the last game, Middlesbrough were down to 10 men in the first half.
We've just got to see how we turn up on the day. I mean, they're a bogey team, Dave, Coventry.
Oh, they are. Aye. You kind of see Preston away's not very good either.
But like I say, if you want in top 2, you've got to put away your bogey teams, and you've got to. Look, you say is it 2 point on average per game?
Yeah, if you get 2 points a game, you go up.
I mean, that's a big ask for Sunderland, that, you know.
Yeah. And then we're over 2 points at the minute, aren't we?
Just, I think, yeah.
How many games we played?
14? 14, I think. 14, 15.
No, it's 14. I don't think it's
14.
15. Otherwise, it wouldn't be 2 points a game.
I mean, if you're just wanting to settle for like the top 6, Davey, the playoffs. He's Jacob coming in. How are you, Jacob? How are you doing?
CABBIE will get in the top 6 with 10 points clear of that already.
You know that. How are you, Jacob? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you both?
Jacob,
how are you doing, son?
I'm good, thank you, Davey. How are you?
All right, how's the reserves getting on?
Not playing today, are they?
No, I'm playing tomorrow. Playing tomorrow.
Tomorrow. I know they beat Man United, didn't they, under 21s?
5-2.
Oh, just talking about the QPR game, Jacob. What did you think of it?
Mediocre, a bit flat, really.
Me and Davey were just saying they started off too slow. You know what I mean? They didn't show any top of the league leadership the first 20-30 minutes there, like. But
oh no. But we're still top of the league.
No, of course. I mean, absolutely. I mean, you look.
That's one positive.
Yeah, of course it is. I mean, look at Burnley. They lost. I mean, look, everybody's going to lose games. Sheffield United, Leeds United's going
Oh,
to
wait,
lose
man.
games. Do you know what I mean? But it's just the case of when you want in the top two, you're not allowed to lose as many. Obviously, do you know what I'm saying? There's a big difference between the top two and the playoffs, quality wise, and what
Yeah.
you've got to do to keep them positions. Yes,
Well, Leicester last season. Would you say they won the league comfortable?
no, they didn't. They
Did
go.
you?
Didn't they
Did
go?
you always? But did you always think they were going to win the league?
At the end of the day, I did, but they went through a period where they were the dip, didn't they?
Well, they lost 10 games last season.
They lost 10 games last season, and yet you still
10
fought.
games. And they've still won the league with 10 games lost.
I wonder how many they drew.
Right.
I'll have to have a look how many. You know. As long as we didn't draw too many games, you got to turn them. You got to turn them point into 3 points.
Yeah, you better have gone for the win and getting a point. Like,
Oh, aye. But I just think.
we couldn't do that on Saturday. We couldn't go for the win.
Oh no. Do you think that was the best method of play from Regis Labrie of just getting everybody back? Let's just cancel this game out and get the point, because we could have tried and gone for it, couldn't we?
Most teams gone 4-4-1 when they gone down to 10 men, didn't they?
Aye, it did. It did.
We did defend, mind you. We did defend well.
Well, we did. Of course, we did.
I can't remember any time that they cut us open.
Very rarely. They had a couple of clear headers. You what, Jamie?
Aye, headers, man.
I was saying, yeah, I think QPR were attacking more, weren't they, after we got the red card, though? They looked like they wanted to win it.
Oh, I know they were attacking more, but they want to get behind us.
Oh, no. Plenty passing left and right, and coming forward, and then we just shut up shop. But that's also what a good team does. They stop you from scoring. It's another clean sheet, to say the least. On the chat, Billy GW says Brady and Keane injured for Preston, 2 of their best players. Gary Hoyle says Burnley supporters are up in arms, can't score, can't defend, and not happy with Parker.
No, they're saying he's sucking the life out of the team.
Oof. See, I thought, didn't he? No, it was Vincent Kompany that took Burnley up the last time, wasn't it? From the Championship.
He's been promoted twice, though.
Aye, Fulham.
Fulham and Bournemouth.
That's right. Aye, so he's got somewhat there, Parker.
Right.
You know. SGS says 13. I think that's the number of games we've played, perhaps. Kevin Atkinson's in the chat, Davey.
Oh, son, all right.
He says it's a good test to the squad, with some players due to miss games through suspension. So let's imagine the 3 on 4 yellows get carded on Wednesday. That would be the team what would the team be with those 3 and Job missing? He's got a point, because I mean, how good are we if we're down to the bare bones? That's where Sunderland could come a cropper.
Yeah, that would be a struggle to lose 4, like.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's going to have to dig in deep, hasn't he? He's going to have to bring the likes of Rusin and Orshish and Alesic. We still didn't get a run out.
No.
It's clear.
It doesn't look like he's going to play anytime soon after his press conference. He's not ready, he says.
Well, you've got to put your trust in the you've got to put your trust in the manager, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
Mackem on a mission says, I think we were very flat first half at QPR.
And you know what else? You know what else was annoying us on Saturday?
What's that?
I mean, I love him to death, Patrick Roberts, right?
Yeah.
But he comes inside 99 times out of 100. He comes inside all the time, doesn't he?
Yeah. You can put your mortgage on what he's gonna do.
Aye, but why doesn't he just go on the outside? What, like a couple of times?
I don't know.
All they do is like fill the hole where the knife's going to run into, and you hear a brick wall.
And there's times where the space on Patrick Roberts is right as well.
Loads of space, man. Loads of space.
And he only needs half a yard and to get across it,
Right.
but he cuts back inside. And while he's cutting
Every
back
time.
inside, he's allowing everybody to get back.
Yeah.
Tommy Davidson says, Mackem, Cabby and Davey and the lads, legends. Oh, cheers, Tommy. We've also got Jacob as well, who's also a Yorkshire legend, aren't you, mate? He's just joined. He's joined us later on. So you got also the legend Jacob with us as well.
Yeah.
Mackem on a mission. I think we were very flat first. I've already said that. Hello, Bong. How are you doing? He says, I want to know why Alesic didn't come on. I know Isidore is considered an attacking midfielder, but to bring Connolly on, I was scratching my head. But as I say, Bong, Davies just said there, Regis Labrie obviously feels that Alesic isn't ready yet. But he's playing for the under-21s and that though, isn't he?
No, never played for them either.
Has he still not played for them yet then?
Nah.
Well, he's either crap or he's either not fit enough at the minute.
Well, it's not fitness. It's understanding the way Sunderland play. He obviously can't grasp it yet. There's more to like playing Sunderland's system is like on the ball. It's knowing the system out of possession, isn't it?
Well, I suppose it's a good way then, is it? Regis Labrie, he's making sure he's not just putting anybody on.
Yeah.
Many managers probably would have put players on that are not ready and just made a right pig's ear of it. Billy G says, we played better with 10 men than we did with 11. We reacted well to the sending off. Do you agree with that, lads?
No.
You don't think so? Are you, Jacob?
No. We completely couldn't win that game with 10 men. So how could we be playing better? We defended well, but we were defending well anyway.
I mean, if you look, it was fine margins and all, you know. Isidore should have buried that chance.
Yeah,
it was
a good chance.
It was a lovely pass. It was drilled right down the middle. It split the QPR's defence open. And fair enough, it was sort of played from behind him and he had to hit it first time. But you think with Isidore's quality, he'd bury that, wouldn't he?
Aye.
You know, and that was...
He was unlucky with the Dan Neil one that hit the post that just come out behind him rather than in front of him.
I know. And the keeper was in no man's land. He was just standing still. He was beat.
He would have had a tap. If that ball had fell in front of him, he would have just had a tap in, but it like went behind him.
Aye. So, you know, once again, you're talking fine margins then. We could have easily been 2-0 up at half time.
Yeah.
You know, and this is what I mean. You need just that little bit of lady luck with you, didn't you?
Yeah.
Bong says QPR played well. Like, I mean, you got to give them credit. They did play well.
No, they did.
They changed formation throughout the game from long ball to retaining possession, and Labrie misread it. Like, but you know, let's not forget they're fighting them at the bottom end. And we keep saying, don't we? You're never gonna get an easy game in this league. You're just not. Yeah, Mackem on a mission says, what's happening with that young Croatian wonder kid we signed? We've just been talking about him, haven't we? The fact like he's obviously not
Serbian.
Yeah. Serbian.
Right.
Billy G's just says if Alesic isn't getting on, put him in the under-21s team, but obviously he feels if he's not ready for the under-21s either.
Well, he'd want them on the bench, wouldn't he?
You know?
A bit like Tommy Watson.
Aye.
Doesn't play for the 21s when he's in the squad.
Yeah, Jim N, hello mate, he says team might have been affected by Riggs' absence. Did we miss him?
Oh, I definitely missed the balance of the team. Wasn't right, was it?
No, do you think we missed Riggs, Jacob?
Yeah, I think so too.
You think we missed him?
Brown cannot play Riggs' position.
Oh no. Absolutely not.
Brown will be playing on the other side tomorrow. Wednesday.
Darren Robson, hello Darren, you alright? He says, we lost 10 games under Roy Keane and still ended up top.
Yeah, so did Leicester.
So did Leicester. But it's like I'd say it's the draws. You've got to keep away for the many draws. I mean, when we had Jack Ross when we first were relegated into Division 1, it was the draws that screwed us. With far too many draws, and that's what does the damage.
Yeah, we didn't lose many games that season when you think.
No, we didn't. But we just drew a hell of a lot.
I think we drew about, CABBIE, I think we drew about 16 or 17 games.
Oh, it was horrendous, man. It was horrendous.
We drew 19, won 22, lost 5 in that 18-19.
There you go. If somebody had said to you at the beginning of the season you'll only lose 5 games, you'd think you'd be certain to go up, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but sometimes a draw is just as bad as a defeat if you draw too many of the buggers. Yeah. And it showed. It showed far too many times. And like I say, you've just got to win as many as you can if you want in top 2. Mm-hmm. Susan Prescott, hello Susan. He says, they was terrible. I went to the match. Yeah, I remember you commenting on me live and that Susan wasn't too impressed with the way the lads were playing on that night. Ken Walton says, good evening lads. Got my times wrong for the show tonight. No, it's fine. I'm just a bit earlier than usual because I've got to go and
Somebody wants to say hello.
Hey?
Somebody wants to say hello to you.
Right.
The only black and white supporter in the house.
Look at that.
Hello, Molly.
Oh, hello.
Hey, Dave, you can see the resemblance there with the goatee. Oh, my God. Only black and white in the house. I wonder where we make Colin Major is. We're going to try and get him. I couldn't believe when he rang. He rang us out of the blue that time.
Yeah. Well, he might be in hospital.
I still hope he's all right. Gary Hoyle says, read somewhere that Alesic can't grasp the language.
Right. You can't get the language yet.
All you got to say is why haven't you? And you're all right. So he's fine. Oh, Jackie White's just say them words and you'll fit right in.
The wheat chief.
The wheat chief. Aye, absolutely. Say the wheat chief. MACKEM on a mission says, did any of you lads see Darren Bent's interview on Talk Sport saying he wanted to sign for Newcastle, Aston Villa, but fell through and signed for Fulham? I'll listen back to that. I don't know if I caught that, MACKEM. I will have a listen back on it. Bong says, here's a question for you lads. Apart from Meander, do you think the bench at QPR can challenge for first team choice? Who we had on the bench?
Well, we've got Ballard back on Wednesday.
Aye.
So he'll be on the bench.
Yeah.
I think Adil will be on the bench now.
Adil, she scored for the reserves, didn't he?
Yeah. I think he'll be on the bench.
Could well be.
Helder got his normal 2 minutes there, didn't he?
He did, aye. He's not a favourite of the Sunderland fans, I don't think.
He's well liked by the players, man, isn't he?
Aye, apparently so.
Aye, he's well liked. He's mates with them all, like Riggy especially.
But like I say, team bonding is as good as anything.
Right.
Alessi is a week away too, says MACKEM on a mission.
Yeah, he's in full training.
Aye.
He might be all right. LeBrie says he might be up, ready for the Coventry game.
Which is, yeah, of course, it's they're doing a special Remembrance Day commemoration, aren't they?
Yeah.
For that match being the nearest to the 11th hour, of course.
It'll be handy getting Alessia back, like, just in case Certain gets a knock in it.
Ah, you know that. I know.
Because we haven't got another left back. We haven't got another right back, but Luke or Knight can play there, like.
SJ says the only reason Adil isn't getting many games is probably because he didn't get on with Lebris.
Well, he sold him, didn't he? He sold him to Sunderland, Lebray.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't realise that. Yeah, crikey.
He doesn't seem like a Lebray type player because he likes people who work back, and that's one thing Adil doesn't do, does he?
No, I know.
And when you look what he's done to Patrick Roberts works back all the time now. We never used to.
Oh, he's got us playing in a definite way that we haven't been playing in the past few seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure. Lebris didn't seem too upset with that point, though, did he?
No, definitely not.
Takes it all well. He's calm and collected.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed, he do.
I think he understands it's the long whole season, isn't it?
Oh God, yeah.
You kind of turn it on every game. Look at Man City didn't did it? They got beat the weekend.
2-1, that's right.
You just kind of turn it on. I mean, you cannot understand it sometimes, but it just doesn't happen. Some games it just doesn't happen.
I think that comes down to not just physical fitness, but a lot of mental strength as well. To keep focused every single game, and let's not forget, top of the league team, every team wants to put you to the sword. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
they give another extra 10-20% every team you play when you're at the top.
Because the top, aye, absolutely. So it's not just so much when we were sort of under par. The teams that you play sometimes put that extra effort in, which they don't usually do. Like, let's say Plymouth, when we played them down there, and they're going through a torrid time at the minute, Plymouth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was watching the lad, he did his podcast, or he did his match day vlog when he was at Leeds and they lost, I think, 3-0, and I'm thinking, like, play like you did against Sunderland. Do you know what I mean? But, as you say, you can't keep that momentum up all the time, can you?
No.
You just cannot. So we're going on to the Preston North End then against Sunderland Wednesday, 8 o'clock kickoff.
Live on Sky.
Live. Was it on another one on Sky, is it?
On Sky, aye.
I think Lewis Smith is the referee, I think, is he? Fisto Karaniov and Sam Lewis, fourth official, Robert Madley.
New referee. Never refed us before.
I hope Bobby Madley comes on if we're defending the corner.
Right. He's a fourth official, isn't he?
I think so, yeah.
Right.
So, what do you reckon? What team would you like to see us put out against Preston then? I mean,
well, I think it'd just be one change. Rig for Bellingham.
Just think the one change, but Rig for Bellingham.
Yeah. Without a shadow of a doubt. He half as much said it in his press conference.
Did he? I've not listened to his press conference today. Like,
Nick Barnes said to him, "Might you be tempted to play 3 at the back?" He went, "No, we'll be back 4 straight away."
Well, he's Preston results stretching back from the 22nd of September. They drew 0-0 at home against Blackburn. Each team got a player sent off. And then they lost heavily 3-1 away to Millwall. And then they got a pretty impressive win 3-0 at home to Watford. And then they got a decent draw away to Burnley 0-0. And another decent win 1-0 against Coventry City. And then they drew 2-2 with Norwich. And then they drew 3-3 away at Plymouth. So September, October, they weren't too bad. They just lost 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. They just lost 1, but they did draw 1, 2, 3, 4. They then lost to inevitable the FA Cup, Arsenal 3-0, and of course they were beaten heavily at home against Bristol City. And of course they sit 20th, just 2 places above the relegation zone. It's still too early to. I don't think the league table represents where the teams will finish at the end of the season. Do you know what I'm saying? I still think Luton won't be that far down, and I've always said about Coventry City as well. I don't think they'll end up down there as well. I think we'll see a push for them. That was a pretty impressive win against Middlesbrough, wasn't it?
Right. 10 men though.
Aye. So, what are you expecting? Would you be happy? Would you be happy with another point away from home?
Right, you want to see them gang hell for leather for 3, but if you've got to settle for a point away, you just got to see the way the game goes, didn't you? I hope we start better.
The funny thing is, with Sunderland though, are you like me? You can sort of tell by the first 15 minutes how they're gonna play.
Aye. 5 minutes, Robbie. 5 minutes.
It's like that Watford game. It's like the first 10, 15 minutes is like, this is going to be this is going to be a long afternoon, this.
Watford were all over us, weren't they?
Aye. And that's sort of... In QPR, the first few minutes, you could sort of tell, this is going to be one of them nights. You know, but Oxford, you didn't get that, did you? We were out the blocks.
No,
we were just...
We started well, didn't we?
I know. So Leeds' next game, they have a tricky away tie against Millwall.
Aye, that's tough now. We play them next week, you know.
Sheffield United are doing really well. Jesus.
I think these next 5 games will sort us out where we are.
I think you're right.
But West Brom and Sheffield United to play.
Well, Sheffield United results from the 1st of September.
Then we'll have played them all. We'll have played all the top teams then.
Yep, totally agree. Well, Sheffield United from the 1st of September, they beat Watford 1-0, then they beat Hull 2-0 away, and then they beat they beat Derby 1-0, 3 wins on the bounce, and then they drew to Portsmouth 0-0, which I was shocked when they got that. But then they beat Swansea 1-0, and then they beat they beat Luton 2-0. So they had a good start really in that month. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they won 5.
They lost 2 off the trot, haven't they?
They lost 2 off the trot after that. That was Leeds United away. I was watching that on Sky. And 1-0 Middlesbrough, yeah. And this is what I'm saying, and what you're saying as well, the fact like this new team can keep up that intensity.
No,
do you know what I mean? Sheffield United 1-1-1 drawn, 1-1 class, and then defeat. It's like every team bubbles burst at some point.
There's no easy games in this league, man, is there?
Oh, it's the hell. And then they put away Stoke, of course, 2-0, and then a decent win, which I think was a decent win against Blackburn, 2-0, because we all thought Blackburn's going to be there and thereabouts, but they've dropped off form, haven't they?
Yeah. I mean, look at one of our victories where we said, well, we played nobody. Cardiff. They're the form team in the league at the moment.
Cardiff, yeah, absolutely. That's a good point, Davey.
Not the form table.
Yeah. You certainly, yeah, of course. I
mean, what's Cardiff's record? They must have win.
Yeah, Cardiff, top of the table, matches played. Goals scored 10, let in 2, and they've got 11 points. Leeds, of course, are second, matches played 5, scored 9, let in 3, points 11. Sunderland played the same, scored 7, let in 3, and 11. Sheffield United are down in 6th.
Aye.
Preston. Where are Preston? Let's have a look. Preston are mid-table, just below Burnley, can you believe it or not?
Aye.
And Coventry have climbed way up to 8th on the current form league. I like looking at the current form table, mind, but yeah, that opened my eyes about Cardiff, mind, because haven't they changed their manager?
Yeah, change the manager.
That shows you, doesn't it? Just goes to show you.
Yeah.
So you reckon Regis Labrie should go for possibly all-out attack against Preston then?
Man, they're all out attack, but just let's be on our toes, man. Like, look up for it.
Be alert. Have a spring in our step.
Right, get Roberts on the outside sometimes and bombing on. And Mundell's had a quiet couple of games, hasn't he?
Very quiet.
But it happens with young'uns, you know what I mean? They kind of be like on it every game.
How old's Mundell?
21 or 20, something like that.
Is he?
Aye.
Just going to catch up on some chat. There's a lot of messages coming on here. SJ says, great news if Alessi is back so soon. He can play full back and centre back. Mackem on a mission says, what value does 09 have in the market with his versatility?
30 now.
And you reckon 09's still championship player at max? You don't quite think he'll cut it in the Premier?
No, he's 30-year-old now and now.
Is he really as old as that?
No, he's 30.
I wouldn't. He doesn't look it, does he? Still looks like a burn.
Aye.
L12 Bong says, Alessi played well start of the season.
Yeah,
He's got
did.
to work on his fitness and not brought back too soon, which I'm sure will be. Regis Labrie will be like, he knows what he's doing there, doesn't he? Because SJ says we all knew what happened last time we brought him back too soon. Yeah.
Plus, CABBIE, it's not the manager's decision when they're fit.
No.
They have no say in that.
Bong says, devil's advocate here on formation. Do you not think playing two up front with Isidore in midfield?
No.
You don't think so, Dave?
No, I didn't. Nobody plays two up front now, man.
Is that just the way the game's going?
Well, if Sunderland play two up front, we're going to lose the wingers, aren't we? And all our games all about the wing.
Aye.
So I don't know how that's going to change.
Gary Hoyle says, I'd like to see Ashish have another crack. He was great last season.
Two up and down, man, isn't he?
If you want in top two, you can't be two up and down, can you?
No.
You can't have anybody in the team up and down.
You can have a good 10 minutes and then a bad half an hour. That's the way I look about a deal like.
SJ says, no 3 points. We've got Coventry next. We can't start tossing points away. I still don't trust Moore either. Hopefully Patterson comes back soon. How did you think Moore played against Coventry? You think he was comfortable? Couple of dodgy. Against QPR. How did you find Moore played?
He didn't have no today, did he? Again?
Not really.
Just a couple of headers that were straight at him.
Couple of dodgy clearances and all, but mind you, Patterson can have his bad days, clearances and stuff.
Aye.
But he's not really been tested, has he?
No, nah.
Gary Hoyle says there's always a team that makes a last-ditch run and comes from Norway at the end of the season. That usually is Coventry or something like that. They've got a habit of digging that. Tony Huntington says a good indication of where teams are is goals scored and conceded often shows where the weakness lies. And of course, our goal difference isn't too bad. We're not letting many in, really, are we?
Well, we didn't let many in, and with top goal scorers in the league.
Yep. Stevie Taylor says, hi, Davey, CABBIE. Jacob says, read in the Sun and Echo the other night that Alesic said he has made the worst decision of his career signing for Sunderland. Can you see any truth in that?
No, I've never read that now, Ray. What do you think?
I've not seen it, and
no.
I don't know. That's got to be a bogus headlines, isn't it? I can't imagine Alesic.
I've never read that kid speaking one word.
Oh, no. Have another look at that, Stevie Taylor. If you can find the link to that headline, it'd be interesting to see it. Because neither the news and banter pages have posted out like about that, but unless Stephen's getting muddled up with another player, I don't know. SJ says we need all our best players available against West Brom and Sheffield United, just to stand a chance of getting some decent results. He says if we've got injuries by then or suspensions, he says we're knackered.
Yeah, we'll struggle against them two teams without our full side.
And it depends, of course, what suspensions Sheffield United and Core have got.
Yeah,
we don't know. SJ says, where's the actual quotes for that, Steve Taylor? Somebody else questioning Steve with that. John Nesbitt says, evening, guys. Jim N says, evening, John. D Hall says, Cardiff temp coach was assistant Reza. Dougie Stewart says, hi, Cabby, Davey, and hello, Jacob. John Nesbitt, all we have to do for Wednesday night is put Ballard in at centre-back and move 9 up the field, or play 2 up front and completely knock their game plan out the window, because they're leaking goals for fun.
Not happen. You
don't think it'll happen?
Definitely not. He's playing a back four, man. He's not tampering with that back four, and I didn't blame him for being brilliant.
Oh, why would he change something that's not broke?
Exactly.
Jim N says, I saw an article about Olesic, but nothing inside about comment. His English isn't great. Does it really matter if you speak good English or not? If you know where the net is or you know how to play football? Some people say, why do you need to learn the English language? You know how to play football. We could go to Bangladesh and play where Pastor Alex plays. Do you know what I mean? And you know how to play football. It's the same game no matter where you're going in the world, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why do you need to speak good English? Unless I'm just missing something, I don't know.
It's just understanding the instructions, isn't it?
Jim N says, so basically the article was a load of dogs down below about Olesic. I can't imagine him saying that, but I don't think Regis Labrie would be any happy with that anyway if he did say. Fulham Brentford 0-0 currently in the Premier League. It's not very tasty ties. In the FA Cup we've got Chesham 0, Lincoln 1 as well. Bloody hell, it's nearly 15:15 already.
Lies out there.
So goalkeeper Anthony Patterson and defender Aji Alessi are unlikely to travel to Lancaster as they continue their recovery. We have many players back in the team. Example for Ballard, Rigg, Eliza Mienda and Aji Alessi. Aji is training now, so that is good news, and he will probably be ready for Saturday. What do you reckon of that then?
Yeah, that'd be good to get him on the bench.
Aye. I mean,
better than Johnson.
Eh?
He's better than Johnson on the bench.
Oh, God, aye. But like I say, I mean, we keep going on about Coventry being a bogey team, this and that, the other, but, you know, we've got to think Sunderland are a different side under this gaffer of ours, aren't they? You know, are you confident for Wednesday? Are you both confident for the game?
Well, you've got to be confident. We're top of the league. We should be confident. I hope the players are confident.
I'm in middle. A bit. I think it might be a draw.
Oh,
give 1-1.
Jacob, get off the fence, man. You've got your arse is full of spokes.
I pick them spokes out your backside.
I know Preston are bottom half at table, but they're not.
No, they're not.
A funny team.
They're an experienced side, very experienced.
I don't know. I just want to see us
have a go.
Showing like a top of the league side, like as you said, Davey. Have a go. None of this like Watford started and let's see them come at us and you know.
I'd rather see 3-2 than 1-0, would you?
Oh God, aye. As long as you win at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I'm sure Sunderland will fill that Tom Finney stand up. I think it is. They'll be fetching a few thousand down there, won't they?
Yeah.
I think I don't know how many thousands gone down there, like, but they usually fill the whole.
Sold out.
And it's not that far away to travel either, is it?
No, not for you. It's just down the road for you, isn't it?
An hour and a half.
One road all the way.
M6, that's right.
Right.
So what did you think of Regis Lebrie's press conference, and did you catch it?
Yeah.
Confidence is the key, says Regis Lebrie.
Yeah. He'll be all right, man. He's got the boys buzzing, man.
Did you see the crack he had with Nick Barnes? When Nick Barnes was sitting in his seat.
Aye.
Do you see that, Jacob?
No, I need to watch his conference, but he's more or less the same. Minute he's calm, collected. He doesn't BS his way through, does he? I think we have got ourselves a good man in charge of the club. So
yeah.
Oh, we have. But it was funny, wasn't it? Because Nick Barnes was like sitting in his seat, wasn't he? And he came out. And did Nick Barnes try to speak some French language to him or something? And
he always does.
And Regis was like,
Aye.
And Regis was laughing at him, thinking like, well, the second half of that wasn't very good, And then he tried getting him introducing him to the delicacy, which is the pink slice of Sunderland, wasn't it? But they seemed to get on well together, though, didn't they?
They did,
aye. He's quality though, isn't he, Barnesy?
Aye.
He is he's spot on. Oh God, got some more. These messages are coming through fast again. Billy JW says Aguero at Man City couldn't speak any English. It didn't stop him though, did it?
Yeah.
Gary Hall is just going about the FA Cup half-time score. SJ says a draw is no good. We need 3 points against Preston. Do we bloody well want promotion or what? That's more your language, isn't it, Dave? John Nesbitt says, and Davey, they are at home in front of a big crowd. He says, I'm going to the match hoping for a good result. But that's all.
Good on you.
Kev Atkinson, hello mates, chipping in again, says, do you think we'll spend in January to really have a go at the top two? It's a good question.
It is a very good question. And I don't think the supporters can answer it.
No.
We need to get Christian on.
I think I should try and message him.
Right, you should be getting him on, like CABBIE. You're not doing it.
I messaged Stuart Donald, and he got back with us because I thought, like, just come on, have a bit of catch up, because, and he says, I don't think there's any more I can offer. He replied to us, he said, I don't think there's any more I can offer or really say. He says, I can obviously see you guys are doing well, and I wish you all the best for the rest of the season. And I just replied saying, it was just more of a catch up, see how you're doing and things and all that. Do you know what I mean?
CABBIE, you should have said, want you to paint the seats.
Wouldn't you paint the seats? Come back around with your blowtorch.
Aye.
They've not lasted long, have they?
Yeah.
He's just got them from B&M, hasn't he? Did you go down and fix one of the seats, Davey? Did you put one on?
No.
Oh, did you not?
That's just them two out early doors, man.
So Kev says...
That need money, man.
Why, there was when you watched that Son Until I Die, the taxi driver said the same thing, didn't he? Literally said, it's just a publicity stunt, this man. Do you know what I mean?
Money, man, sitting in the Colliery Tavern and that before the match. What a load of shite.
Well, you wouldn't get KLD doing that, would you?
No, I don't think so.
Having a packet of cashew nuts and stuff.
Oh, God.
So, Kev, do you think we'll spend? It's a
good question.
Do we need to spend? Do you still think we need to strengthen? Because I think we do. For the second half of the season.
Yeah. Well, if you spent some money in January, it gives something to other sides to think that we mean business. Like.
I know. I've got 41 now watching. Welcome everybody. You what, Dave?
I don't think these fellas will spend. They don't like spending money, do they?
But if they carry on doing what they've done this season, it's been pretty impressive what they've brought in, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
And we've still yet to see. How many players have we still yet to see? Alesic? Who else?
Samad.
Samad.
Mohammed.
Yeah.
Right. 3 or 4 there we've never seen kick a ball yet.
So there we go. Gary Hoyle says, why should we fear anyone in this league? We are
Definitely
in
not.
Paul. Well, I don't think there's anybody. Sheffield United, I think. Any other team, I think, are beatable. But even Sheffield United, look at them. They've lost 2.
We'll find out in a few weeks' time when we play them.
Remember the last time we played Sheffield United? We were unlucky. We lost. Didn't Gucci score that cracking goal?
No, and we're down to 10 men. First
right.
half.
He scored a cracking goal, didn't he, Gooch?
Right.
I remember years ago, the old Metro Radio, Charles Harrison, the commentator. Can you remember a commentator called Charles Harrison?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's still alive or what's happened to him.
No.
But when we beat Sheffield United 3-1, and Gabby Deeney scored 2 and Paul Bracewell scored 1. It was a class night. That we were immense. And Kieran Brady, he took on the whole of the back four, the Sheffield United defence. He just tore them to shreds. Good player, wasn't he, Kieran Brady?
Oh, I got away, aye.
And I always think of that. I was at home Tuesday night. It was. They went. I think they went 1-0 up, and we clawed it back. And you just heard this massive roar from the Sunderland fans on Metro Radio. It was absolutely class. I'd love to hear the commentary again of that. Like, it's on YouTube, the clip.
Aye.
Andrew Moore.
Was that the playoff? Was that the playoff semi-final?
No. This was.
League game.
This is in the 80s. This.
Aye.
It was a league game. Like the Gates, Gabby Dean, and Kieran Brady and all that. We won 3-1. Andrew Moore, hello mate. He says, all right lads, Preston's 20 mins along the M61 from me. Might take a trip over on Wednesday. Well, absolutely. You have to give us some updates, Andrew. If you go and enjoy it, it's going to be a mild night, so not too bad. Hello to the 41 people watching. I hope you're all right on this dark Monday night. Mackem on a mission. Oh, wait a minute. SJ says, if we are still around those top 2 spots in January, then we definitely need to push on and get quality in. And that's replying to Kev.
Yeah.
Mackem on a mission says, Speakman is Gordon Armstrong's mate. Get him to put a word in.
Aye.
Yeah, well, that was it.
Gordon Armstrong was speaking complimentary about the money.
He was, aye. That was a good show with Gordon, wasn't it?
Brilliant.
I think you missed it, Jacob. I don't know if you're aware, and that we had Gordon Armstrong on the other night. It was. I
was helping out with Paul and Lee. I had to help out with their live moderating. So.
All right, aye.
If they weren't live, I'd have come on. But...
it was a good. He was a good lad, wasn't he?
Yeah, very good.
Proper down to earth. I thought it was funny when I said to him, I talked about the FA Cup final, and I says, "I remember it'll have been a good day with it," and he went, "No, not really. We lost."
No. Awful day.
Oh, well, we're never gonna beat Liverpool, and I think he even said that, didn't he? He says, "Look, they had
we never looked like it was one of the most one-sided finals ever."
Aye. Which is a shame because it was a great run to the FA Cup that year, and it was brilliant. Right. It was absolutely class.
John Burns scored in the round, didn't he?
Aye. That's one of my favourite ties was that West Ham away. Was it 3-2 we won?
Yeah.
Davey Rush scored right in front of the Sunderland fans.
Yeah.
Little Davey Rush. I wonder what he's doing now.
I know.
Mackem on a mission says, don't get Stuart Donald on. He will rob you. He will rob all your buy me a coffee funds. Cabbie, I think he's got his words wrong there. Jamie Bell, hello mate, you alright? He says, how do lads? Hope you're well. Preston are missing 4 players. I can only see a Sunderland win. Let's just hope we keep 11 men on the pitch this time. We didn't want another sending off, do it? Because it ruins the game, doesn't it?
Does.
You know, Gary Hoyle says...
Did you think it was a red, Cabbie?
I do, ball over the top, studs onto his...
It was one of them where it was a red, but it was a nice red, wasn't it?
It should have been a red card with some flowers around the edge of it, shouldn't it?
He didn't mean it, but he knew he'd done it.
Aye. Well, if you look, when he made that tackle, the reactions of the QPR players, there was no anger from anyone, because they knew straight away there was no animosity in it. There was no... There wasn't. And Job, he sat down and he put his head in his hand straight away. He knew
he was gone.
Because if you look, he sort of overstretched and slipped a little bit, and he just mistimed it. But the letter of the law says you can't do it, and it was a sending off. But like I say, everybody was talking on Talk Sport today. Jeff Stelling was asked the question where Ali McCoist, and Ali McCoist says, blah blah, did you see the Bellingham sending off, and then how come that the match on Super Sunday when there was a high tackle, foot onto the knee, it was only a yellow. It was only a yellow card.
I know.
So Ali McCoist was saying, how's that only a yellow, and Job's was red? And they've got VAR, didn't forget.
I know.
But
I don't think VAR would have saved Bellingham though.
No. Did you think it was red? And Jacob, do you think it was a red card, that?
I think it was, yeah. Bit of a silly mistake, but... I mean, the way the QPR players reacted, it's a bit like...
Aye. It went right straight round the referee, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh, God, I mean... Look, did you see how...
It happens, like...
Did you see how much the QPR player was rolling around, man?
Aye.
Your friend Pastor Alex is in.
Hello, Pastor.
He says, I'm not too late. He says, hello, Cabbie. Hello, Davey. Hello, Jacob.
Oh.
He's working... I don't know what he's doing.
Collecting wood, is he? Collecting wood?
Collecting wood, are you? Collecting wood for his fire stick. Jim N says, SAFC are linking a 2-0 up.
Aye.
Gary Hoyle. Jim N says, SCFC bid €11 million for French striker on last day of window, so money should be available. Pastor Alex VPS says, Davey, I may come to England to visit you, and the light of the stadium, I think he's got that muddled up. The light of the stadium, don't you mean the Stadium of Light, Pastor?
No, the light of the stadium.
Unless he means he's going to be the light of the stadium. Maybe he's going to go there with one of his... what you call it, one of his beacons on fire or something?
Yeah, mate. Just tell him I've got a big garden shed at the bottom of the garden. He can sleep in there. It'll be like a 5-star hotel to him.
There we go. You're going to put him in with the dogs?
Way aye.
Oh, my God. Dougie Stewart says, years ago, we was at Holloway in the front of the Metro radio car, was a Newcastle diary. I think it was Charles Harrison commentating. Charles Harrison, I think he was a Geordie, because I always remember him when we beat Newcastle 2-0 at St James's Park in the playoff victory. And he sounded so fed up when Gatesy scored. And honestly, I remember it was like, here we go, this, and the Gates has scored. And Sunderland 1-0 up, and then that 1-2 with Gabby Gates to return ball to Gabby Deeney, and Gabby Deeney has scored, and surely Sunderland are on the way to Wembley, and that's exactly how he sounded on that night. Gabby Deeney to Gates to return ball to Gabby Deeney, and Gabby Deeney scores, and Sunderland are surely on the way to Wembley, and it was like, he's a Geordie, isn't he? He was just not happy, like, I mean, put someone neutral on the commentary, for goodness sake.
John Anderson was playing centre-half that night, you know.
Was he really?
Aye. I mentioned it to him when I went through.
You can't remember?
You can't remember playing, that's how switched on Newcastle was.
Aye. Gordon Armstrong said that was his favourite game, didn't he?
Aye.
He said he just wished he'd scored.
Aye.
Steve Taylor says, hi, Davey and Cabbie. I've looked through the Echo page on Google, and it says, I can't find the link again. Hopefully it was a load of rubbish. If I come across it again, I'll pass it on. There's a lot of red herring headlines and stuff all over the place.
Especially on that YouTube's deadly for it, isn't it?
Oh, aye. I've even heard friggin' headlines. I've been reading headlines on Facebook that we're just a breeze away in January and all that, man. I mean, how
Chris Reed's gone to Man United for
aye.
30 million. Away, man.
John Nesbitt says if we're going to bring anyone in, they have to be experienced players. We don't want any more younger players right now. Experience with a bit of quality to get us over the line at the death. So I think a bit more balance. You think about that? No more youngsters? A few more like MACKEM type players?
Aye, definitely, aye.
Don't we find out if it's 1 game or 3 game ban sometime tomorrow? Apparently the referee's report gets assessed then.
It's 3 game.
3 game it is.
We would have to appeal for them to look at it. It'll just automatically 3 game. And we're not appealing. So.
No. MACKEM on a mission. I think it's funny how Bellingham on the Halloween thing says someone is getting 2-footed, ha. And then the next game he gets sent off.
And isn't it?
I know. Ross Stewart's, that D Hall says, Ross Stewart now valued at 3.7 million. He says we shifted him at the right time, didn't we?
Well, yeah, because he's never played, has he?
He hasn't. 3-match ban.
He's injured again.
I know. Well, that's the hour up.
Right. God, can we just a forward gun?
Aye.
My mother's twisted her knee. I said I'd wish her all the best. Getting fit. She was out nightclubbing on Saturday night, twisted her knee, and I've said, Mother, you're gonna have to take things easy. You're 91. So you'll have to get herself put right for when I come through so she can run after us.
91.
Hey, Mother, and get yourself fit.
Oh, get well soon, Davy's mum.
Get well soon, Davy's mum. I'm sure we walking them dogs, Davy, yeah?
Aye, I'll get them out there now.
Jacob, what you doing tonight? You doing much?
No, I think I'll just be chilling.
Just be chilling,
yeah.
No vinegar sandwiches for you, eh?
Oh, God, fuck that.
Right,
Shower of shite, Abby.
You know. See you guys later.
See you later.
Cheers, Davy. Cheers, Jacob. Thanks, mate. Take care,
No worries, take care.
Ta-ra, mate.